All right, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle, what's going on? July in the books. What's today? August 1st, 2nd?
August 2nd. Yes, sir.
August 2nd. Okay, you're filming remote today, and I'm in my office. So we're going to try to bring to light the July results. And I think based on our last convo, I know it was kind of an up and down month, but it is going to be another green month for the books.
That is correct.
And that would make us, what, 4 months in a row green?
4 for 4, April, May,
Should we
June,
just give
July.
all of this up and start a hedge fund?
I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but I mean it's gone well.
Okay.
Yeah, the last couple of months I think we were down a little bit from what we had done in April and May, but overall still, yeah, can't complain. The number is headed up.
Gotcha. Speak up a bit, Kyle. It's a little hard to hear you, but yeah, okay. Let's dive in and show us the goods. Show us the goods.
Let's do it. All right. Can you see?
So what's the account at right
screen?
now? 40. What's the total sum of the account right now? Do we know?
So we are up, if we look year to date, we are up basically $3,700.
On a $40,000 account, right?
Correct. Started at $40,000 April 1st, so that's about 9.2% return so far in 4 months.
In 4 months, yeah.
So can't complain about that.
Let's see that curve before you bounce out. Oh man, what the heck happened? We had that crazy run that 1 week or like 10 day. We had like it looks like 8 or 9 winning days in a row right there. Yeah.
We had, the end of April, beginning of May. Was a very nice stretch. Then we gave it a lot of it up here in late May, three out of 4 bad days.
And then
another nice run at the end of May and the beginning of June.
Yeah, that was a crazy run because I think that was almost all time. Was that all time high for us or no?
We're past that. So that was 35.44. I think the high water mark was here July 22nd. So
right.
Toward the end of July, then we had a little bit of a drawdown and made almost all of it back the last couple of trading days in July.
Scroll down. Let's see the drawdown. Yeah, okay. We're like in a tiny drawdown. I see that.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Down $56 from the all-time high.
Incredible.
Yeah. On the 21st, 22nd.
Yeah. We had that one rough stretch here. I see 30-day drawdown, but besides that, it's been pretty smooth.
It's, this is what we should expect. I mean, it doesn't work doesn't work, every single day, but if you play long enough, there'll be periods, where it heads down, periods where it heads back up, but more up than down. And we end up, at the high side of the chart, which is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So let's flip back to just last month of July real quick. We're at $836 to the green. Looking at the calendar here, so we missed holiday on July 3rd, so no trading there. We did not so we didn't trade normally on the 29th. That was FOMC day, but we did have an Apple calendar that I closed early on the 29th. Apple reported earnings, I believe nice.
I almost forgot about the calendar thing you're running. Good for you. That's awesome.
We do. Yeah, we'll look at that. So that one I closed early before FOMC, and then Apple reported earnings either the afternoon of the 29th or the 30th. I think it was the 30th, but I didn't want to hold through that and have the volatility go way down. Then we took off the 30th. I believe it was Apple and Amazon that both reported that day.
Right.
And a lot of times we see QQQ and SPY not decay much during the day, and we've had not as much success selling premium on those days. So we take those off, and then we've also not traded traditionally the end of the month.
Yeah.
Because sometimes those have not been successful, particularly on the call side, where we sometimes have a tendency to really move up the last hour of the day sometimes.
And overall, Wednesday was FOMC as well. That's why our calendar we're super light that day. So I remember Wednesday was FOMC, Thursday was earnings, and then Friday was last day of the month. So
Yeah, we didn't trade any of the normal EMA, Donchian, MEIC trades, the 29th, 30th, or 31st. So it was kind of a light month as far as trading days are concerned, with the holiday in there as well.
that's true.
But still, can't complain. So let's I want to flip over and take a look strategy wise.
Let's see. Drum roll.
And the winner is
Oh
dollar
wow,
figure wise.
EMA. Boo.
Yeah, did not go well. So kind of funny. That had been the bread and butter, honestly. I think up until this month, but we
That has been our
did not
that's been our
do as
savior.
well.
Sorry, I'm just trying to zoom in here, but okay. Look at Gorb, 27% PCR. Let's go.
Yeah. So no, the opening range trade did extremely well here. The Donchian trade did well as well.
See the comeback. It's a comeback.
It is almost 16% PCR. MEIC is 5%, which is not blowing it out of the ballpark, but we just sell so many of those trades that it ended up being the highest actual raw profit and loss dollars.
Right.
So that was good. The Apple calendars did well, $168, and we're only allocating $1,000 to that trade. So we're typically only entering either one contract, maybe two, if it opens for less than $5 a trade. The XSP drift up trade was we ran it twice this month. Looks like one of them worked out, one of them did not, and lost a little more than the one that we won. So still haven't seen a lot from that. And then the EMA trade was the loser on the month.
That's crazy because there's a lot of shots in net there too, eh? Like look at this, 113 trades, a lot of opportunity. Interesting.
I mean, there were apparently a lot of days where we went one direction and then reversed back and gave some of that away.
But look, would you say that Donchian is a comparable style of trade? It's a trend-based trade, right?
It is. So honestly, that is a little surprising to me to have a 70% win rate on that and only 51 on the EMAs.
But that's good, right? Because look, the correlation is not as high as we thought. Because when I ran correlation of those two strategies, I thought it was looking higher, but that's I looked at it. I see that as a positive because both of them are technically trend.
Yeah, well, let's take a look now. We've got 4 months worth of data on those. So if we compare the Donchian to the EMA trades, the correlation on those is only 0.27.
Yeah, not bad. Well, Kyle, you're just looking at July, I think. But if you
That's true. They definitely were not high. All right, let me switch that back to year to date, and it looks like it reordered things for me a little bit here. So the EMA to the Donchian 0.41. So higher than that, but still, that's not. I mean, it's under 0.5. So that's still, I think, worth trading separately.
It's not bad at all, man. It's not. Look at the average correlation. Yeah, amongst all strats, you're pretty much well uncorrelated, I'd say.
Yeah. Very, very much so. So yeah, that's I guess and I flipped that to year to date, so now we can go back and see kind of strategy wise. The MEIC still leading the way. EMAs, second place, 8.9% average. So we put a dent in that with July's performance, but still overall doing well. The opening range strategy doing well. We are now green on the Donchian strategy after a couple of losing months to start the year.
We had a slow couple months, but look, again, you gotta stick it out. You gotta kind of follow the plan. You can't just give up on stuff, and this is a good example of that, right?
It is. So I'd say that's what we're looking for, and we will continue. So the plan for August is we're going to run all of these same strategies, same sizes, same settings.
Yeah.
Let the system do its work.
Let's add something. We talked about it before remember last week? I think
we did. Yeah. So we're going to run all of these as is. So we're going to plan to add one new thing. So I'll let you kind of run through what the plan is there.
So shameless plug, obviously, you know that TAT MAX is going to be releasing here to the public full. I know some people have already been beta testing it, obviously, and sort of we're getting a ton of feedback. I think middle of August is going to go live to everybody. And with the Max plan, we're going to be introducing a new indicator that we've been working on to sort of develop and tune for the last couple months, and that's called Gamahawk. So what Gamahawk does, and those of you that are in our beta group have seen this already, so it's not going to be news, but essentially it looks for very fast moves in the market in a user-defined time set, meaning let's say you have a crazy fast drop of, let's say, 20, 30 points in under 3 minutes. That will prime the indicator to say, hey, something's cooking. Something isn't moving in its traditional fashion, right? It kind of alerts the indicator to look for a reversal out of that sort of explosion of gamma, right? Or that sort of that inflation of gamma.
So we get a news release or a tweet or an X post or whatever you want to call it these days. Things.
It's a truth shoot. It's called a truth tweet or a truth.
Okay, there you go.
Something.
There you go. So things shoot way down. We go down 30 points, in just a couple of hours, and then at that point we're looking for kind of that to bottom out, and then a bar to move back up, and then at that point we're selling puts presumably because we're playing for the reversal.
Correct.
Also hoping to take advantage on the gamma side of things of hopefully some expanded premium, due to that move down. So we're selling hopefully richer premium, which allows us to get either more premium for the same distance out of the money or to be farther out of the money potentially on those trades than we would have been had we entered it 4 minutes earlier before the post and the big move down.
We know that the chain spikes during fast moves, right? That's a known fact. That's where we normally eat stops during our traditional MAIC EMA stuff, right? When there's a very quick move, the market doesn't even necessarily have to move. Your puts, let's say, could be way out of the money and not even near, being in the money or getting stopped. Like gamma spike obviously takes them out because of the.
We have all experienced those stops, where we're 60, 80, 100 points out of the money and something pops up, everything goes crazy for 90 seconds, and then it's right back to it's worth 50 cents again, and I stopped for $3.
And the beauty of this new indicator that we're going to be adding into the charity account, because I've ran it live for a couple months. I like what I'm seeing. I know some other people are running it in the beta group, and obviously the Max users are going to go full ham on it when we when we release it to the public. But it's super tunable. There's a lot of parameters each individual will be able to tune. I'll tune it for the charity account, and we'll see how it does. It doesn't strike as often. The settings I have doesn't produce a ton of signals, but when it does, it has a very high win rate.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not looking, to get the everyday moves. You're looking for the real, the quick, the extreme, probably a lot of times news-driven type situations.
Truth social.
So are we trading? Are we only trading that on moves to the downside and then reversals back up, since it's put premium gets real rich when that happens, or have we looked at doing it on the call side as well and selling call size on a quick move up?
Great question. I've only dove deep on the put side because it makes the most sense to me from like a chain repricing perspective. And again, I hate fighting drift to begin with. We know the market drifts up 70% of the time. Like, why fight it? So I think for the interim, let's just do puts because I've tuned it. I know the parameters. Let's start with puts, but not to say that calls can't work, or maybe calls work after a certain hour of the day, right? Where the premium is maybe less rich, and there's a spike and it like overprices the call side. So I need to dive into the hours, but puts seem to be working throughout the entire day when there's that aggressive spike.
Yeah, and this being a trading view indicator, you can load it on your trading view chart, adjust the settings, turn on the long side or the short side or both, export the list of trades, and then run it through our converters and run your own back tests and find something that works for you that takes the amount of trades you're looking to take, is looking for the magnitude of move that you think is successful. And it sounds like you've done some of that and kind of settled on a set of settings that you like on expansions to the downside.
Yeah, it's all about duration of time. And again, I'm plotting this on a 1 minute trading view chart. So it's
Yep.
the look back of X amount of minutes and the size of move. Those are your two key parameters, right? And then then you tune from there on like kill zones, meaning, hey, you don't want to take trades, let's say super early in the morning or super late in the day. That's up to you to sort of figure out. But yeah, I think the two key parameters we'll obviously run it in the chart account, we'll show our results. But I think when users are looking at it, again, look back period. So you want a short look back period and you want an explosive move. And I think that creates a formula that you could find some edge in selling the reversal out of that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I will be excited to see. Hopefully that'll hit at least a few times in August, and we'll have some trades to show when we do our next results show here after August.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for August. Do you want to add it? Like, I think, do we have the money for it, right, Kyle? Like, it's like, I don't think we run. If you look at your TAT, like, what's our average? If you log in and you look at it, like average buying power use, I don't think we're using the 40K. No way, right?
I would have to go back and see. I mean, the good thing is that we're up $3,600, so we should have. We sized the original strategies based on that.
Right.
We added the XSP trade and the Apple trade. Both of those are just small debit trades that are only using $500 to $1,000. So we should have approximately $2,000 probably in buying power. And I assume this the Gamahawk trade, we're usually getting probably just one of those at a time, maybe one a day. So I don't think we should have issues. We should have enough buying power to put one of those on probably without any issues.
Great.
Sounds good. All right.
Are you going to do anything about EMAs, or you're just sticking it out? Everything's going to stay in BAU.
I mean, when you zoom out and you look at the whole year, it's the big green bar here. So I have no concerns about that. Again, things were there were definitely some days this month where we zigzagged a little bit, but I think things at some point calmed down and we have some more trend days. I mean, EMAs really succeed on those days where we just have this slow drift higher all day, and we sell clean puts on the clean trend, and end up with 70, 80, 90% win rates on some of those days. So you just need a couple of those in the month, and then to kind of break even on the other days, and it still ends up doing really well. So no changes there. Everything else we run as is. We'll add in the Gamahawk trade, hopefully get a few of those, and I'm excited to report back what that looks like.
So out of all of our strategies, we only have 2 red strategies year to date for now. And they're very few shots on net. They're so hard to sort of...
That is true. Yeah, like I said, and one of those was the very first Apple trade let's see, and it would have been in June, which we entered on the worst day possible, a big down day on a Friday. And Apple continued to move down after that, and we ended up getting stopped out based on the delta getting too far away from us. But we've done well since then. So if we've got one open now that opened the last Friday in July, so that'll close this coming week. So I'm hopeful that if we're able to have a successful month there on 4 trades, if we get those in each week, hopefully we'll be able to maybe have that one be green when we do this video at the end of the month.
Nice. I mean, look, we've made $3,700 on a 40K account green every single month. If that and this has been a pretty difficult period in premium selling, I think, if I look back at doing this since dailies, right?
Yeah.
So I think that speaks volumes.
I would say so. And again, I mean, the thing to me that's nice is to look back like we have. And, now that we've got 4 months to look at and see kind of how these strategies have ebbed and flowed.
Right.
That we've seen. Actually, we could look if we filter, if you want to take a look at EMAs, for example. So we had nice green months, April, May, June, red month in July. If we look at the MEIC strategy, this one has been green every month.
It's crazy, right? Like just something so simple.
Kind of been the workhorse. If we look at the Danshin strategy, we started off with 2 red months, have been green in June, green in July. So it's yeah, I mean it's about the mix of those strategies, and
Yeah.
they offset each other, they complement each other, and when you put all the parts together, the return for the whole is
Yeah.
is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
3 or 4 for 4 on good months so far. So I'd love to see a 4-figure month again here, get over 1,000 again
Yeah.
if we could. That's kind of, I mean, somewhere between $800 and $1,000 a month over a full 12-month period on 40K gets us to between a 24 and a 30% return, which I would be pleased with. I mean, if we could do better than that on a really good year, that would be great, but it is certainly nothing to be disappointed about.
God,
24, 25,
24,
30%.
24 to 30% a year compounding is, I mean, come on, guys. Like, what are we talking? It's life changing stuff, right? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah,
And our
I'm
win rate has
pleased.
stayed pretty consistent. I see 56, 57, 50. Yeah, pretty consistent win
Yeah,
rate.
it definitely has. So yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Excellent. We will get everything going for August at Gamahawk and give you guys an update early September.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All
Catch
right,
you
see
next
y'all
month.
later.